I was walking back and I saw like this blue light in the sky, and I was like, that's kind of bright to be a star. I've never seen a blue star that bright.
Some of the most convincing UFO evidence isn't locked away in top-secret archives. It's been caught on camera for the whole world to see. In today's video, we'll explore 25 of the most fascinating UFO encounters, from cases involving multiple eyewitnesses, radar confirmation, and even government acknowledgement. Let's dive into. In April 2013, at Rafael Hernandez Airport, located in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, a video was taken of an unknown object swiftly flying over land and then seemingly submerging underwater. After doing so multiple times, the object appears to split in two. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security tried to keep this footage classified, but an anonymous whistleblower leaked it to the Scientific Coalition for Ufology. When the SCU analyzed the video, they concluded that it exhibits characteristics that cannot be explained by any known aircraft or natural phenomenon. The object's ability to transition seamlessly between air and water, combined with its splitting behavior, represents technology far beyond our current capabilities. Next, explore the scene of three bright lights forming a perfect triangle in the night sky. In November 2021, a passenger on a train speeding through the Italian countryside noticed something strange outside his window and began recording. Three orange lights arranged in a perfect triangular formation hover above the horizon, glowing with an intensity that immediately catches his attention. Zooming in, the lights appear to be glowing orbs. The footage was later uploaded to social media, where it quickly went viral. Ever since the Roswell UFO incident in 1947, New Mexico has maintained its reputation as a hotspot for alleged alien activity. Almost exactly 10 years after Roswell, on October 16, 1957, nurse Ella Louise Fortune was driving down Highway 54 when she witnessed something that would add another chapter to New Mexico's UFO legacy. The object was said to have hovered near the Holloman Air Development Center, now Holloman Air Force Base, for about 15 minutes. That said, the fact that this occurred near an Air Force base might provide a more conventional explanation. Even after the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization examined the photograph, no conclusive explanation was reached. And now, another mystery was unfolding, where a young boy's camera captured something that no one could explain. On November 11, 1973, in the quiet village of Perstorp, Sweden, 14-year-old Åke Lejon set out with his niece's Instamatic camera to explore the countryside. During his walk, something unusual caught his attention in the sky, and Åke managed to capture one of them on film. Across several photographs, a small black object can be seen moving slowly through the air. Åke later described it as like a loaf of bread, but with more pronounced edges, noting a dark spot on top and a shape that seemed to flatten as it turned. The main body appeared steel gray, with a subtle yellow glow beneath it. Then, in a surprising moment, a triangular object seemed to separate from the larger form, speeding away in an arched path beneath it and moving in the opposite direction. Åke recalled that this smaller craft was silver white and gave off a gentle, radiant glow. In March 2017, near Huatusco, Veracruz, Mexico, explorer Jose Aguayo and his team claimed to have discovered a triangular jade artifact bearing unusual carvings. On one side, the engraving appears to depict a Maya ruler wearing a traditional headdress, while the other side shows a humanoid figure with large eyes, resembling modern depictions of extraterrestrial beings. The two figures appear to be engaged in some form of exchange or communication, and above them hovers a craft that looks remarkably similar to contemporary UFO descriptions. This artifact raises profound questions about ancient civilizations and their possible encounters with non-human intelligence. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. Back in 2009, a WSAZ-TV news helicopter was filming a segment near the Mountaineer Power Plant in New Haven, West Virginia. During the aerial coverage, the camera captured something unexpected: 4 glowing orbs hovering close to the plant's stacks. These objects moved with remarkable speed and precision, almost as if they were conducting some form of systematic scanning or observation of the power plant's operations. The footage later drew attention online, with viewers debating whether the lights were reflections, aircraft, or something more mysterious. Between 2007 and 2009, a Turkish night watchman named Yalçın Yalman, working at a seaside complex in Kumburgaz, a district of Istanbul, Turkey, reported seeing unusual objects in the sky and began filming them. Over the following years, he captured multiple videos showing metallic disc-shaped objects hovering above the Sea of Marmara. The footage became one of the most discussed UFO cases in Turkey, with some viewers claiming that close-up frames reveal two humanoid figures inside what looks like a cockpit or window. While many researchers believe the images are optical illusions or reflections, others see them as compelling evidence of something unexplained. In 2015, residents of a Bakersfield, California neighborhood reported seeing a mysterious blue light in the night sky. Several witnesses said the light was moving, and one resident even captured the phenomenon on video. Some neighbors claimed they had seen the same blue light on earlier occasions. The flash and motion of the object drew widespread attention, leaving many to wonder what was happening above them. A Kern County Sheriff's Office spokesperson later suggested it could have been an RC aircraft or drone, but witnesses disagreed, insisting the light moved in ways unlike any known aircraft. Whatever it was, it remained unexplained, leaving locals both curious and amazed. Do you think the mysterious blue light over Bakersfield was just a drone, or something truly unexplained? Let's discuss in the comments section. In 2016, a video surfaced on YouTube that appeared to show an unidentified object entering Earth's atmosphere, captured from NASA's live feed of the International Space Station. Shortly after the object appeared, the feed was cut off, prompting speculation online. NASA later stated that the interruption was due to a temporary loss of signal, a routine issue with the high-definition Earth viewing experiment, and that the object was likely space debris, a reflection, or city lights from Earth. Later, another clip from the same live stream circulated online, showing what viewers claimed looked like a similar object moving away from Earth, followed by a bright golden light. These incidents fueled further debate among UFO enthusiasts. And in 2020, another ISS live feed captured a small, fast-moving object crossing Earth's horizon, which NASA identified as a retired communications component being jettisoned from the station. Either way, interest in the ISS feed continues, with many keeping a close eye on what appears in orbit. It's July 2019, roughly 100 miles off the coast of California. Several U.S. Navy warships, including the USS Russell, DDG-59, were conducting training exercises when, according to their logs, they were approached by unidentified aerial phenomena, described as unmanned aerial vehicles of unknown origin. The story came to light in April 2021, when reporters uncovered official documents and filmmaker Jeremy Corbell released night vision footage, reportedly recorded aboard the USS Russell. The video shows three glowing objects flying overhead in formation, with one of them blinking intermittently. The U.S. Department of Defense later confirmed the footage as authentic, though officials stated that the objects remain unidentified. When slowed down and enhanced, the lights appear triangular or pyramid-shaped, which drew attention because triangular UFO reports have been increasingly common since the mid-1970s, becoming especially widespread through the late 1980s and early 1990s. Pyramids have always fascinated people around the world, but some claims take that mystery to new heights. In a video that surfaced online in 2018, viewers noticed what appeared to be a pyramid-shaped object hovering over Cairo, Egypt. The footage quickly gained attention, with many suggesting it might show a UFO resembling a flying pyramid. Skeptics, however, pointed out that the effect could be due to camera reflections, lens flares, or atmospheric distortions, rather than anything extraordinary. Still, the video sparked plenty of discussion about the long-standing connection some believe exists between ancient monuments and unexplained aerial phenomena. Since 2020, the U.S. government has taken notable steps toward greater transparency in its investigations of unidentified aerial phenomena. During a May 2022 congressional hearing, officials discussed several military encounters with unknown objects, including a U.S. Navy pilot's 2021 video that showed a small, fast-moving object with no visible means of propulsion. According to the hearing, the pilot had been alerted to unusual radar activity before visually spotting and recording the object. The footage, later analyzed on the History Channel's series The Proof Is Out There, left aviation experts puzzled, as it did not match the characteristics of any known aircraft or drone. As of now, what that object truly was remains unexplained. Do you believe the U.S. Navy pilot actually captured something not of this world in that 2021 video? Let me know if you think yes, like me. An online claim once made waves among UFO enthusiasts after an explorer in Antarctica reportedly came across what appeared to be a disc-shaped object embedded in the ice. At first glance, the object looked abandoned, leading some to speculate it could be a crashed craft. However, experts later pointed out that the images likely showed a natural ice formation or rocky outcrop, with lighting and shadows giving the illusion of a circular shape. Still, the video sparked ongoing debate and renewed fascination with the idea that Antarctica might still conceal unexplored mysteries beneath its frozen surface. Number 14. The Battle of Los Angeles. In February 1942, just 3 months after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, after reports of a possible enemy air raid sirens sounded across Los Angeles County, and the city was ordered into blackout conditions. Throughout the night, over 1,400 anti-aircraft shells were fired into the sky. Although the event was later determined to be a false alarm, the Los Angeles Times published a striking photograph showing searchlights converging on an unidentified object in the sky. While the photo was retouched for print clarity, it later became a centerpiece for UFO speculation. The event, famously dubbed the Battle of Los Angeles, even inspired the 2011 science fiction film Battle Los Angeles. In late November 1989, Belgium began receiving numerous reports of unidentified flying objects. Witnesses consistently described a large, triangular craft with a flat underside and bright lights at each corner. The sightings continued into early 1990, reaching a peak on the night of March 30–31, 1990, when Belgian radar operators detected unknown targets and scrambled 2 F-16 fighter jets to investigate. Although the pilots tracked anomalies on radar, they were unable to visually confirm any object in the sky. Nevertheless, more than 140 civilian witnesses reported seeing a triangular craft that night. For over 2 decades, the Belgian UFO research group SOBEPS maintained that the evidence supported a genuine unknown phenomenon. However, in 2011, the individual behind the famous Petit Chrétien photograph, once touted as the clearest image of the Belgian UFO, admitted it was a hoax created using a model and light bulbs. Belgian skeptic and writer Mark Hallett later argued that the Belgian UFO wave was the result of media influence and widespread misinterpretation, rather than extraterrestrial activity. While flying over Colombia at an altitude of about 30,000 feet, a pilot noticed something unusual in the sky, and it wasn't another aircraft. A metallic-looking object, seemingly polyhedral or cube-shaped, passed by in a straight line. The pilot captured the encounter on video in February 2020, and the footage appears to show a shiny cube-like object moving steadily above the clouds. When zoomed in, the object's reflective surface becomes more apparent, sparking debate about its origin. Some suggested it could have been a solar balloon, which can ascend as the air inside warms and expands, but experts noted that the object's speed and trajectory made that explanation unlikely. As a result, many considered it a genuine unidentified aerial phenomenon. The case was later featured on the History Channel's series, The Proof Is Out There, where analysts reviewed the footage and discussed possible explanations. Do you think the metallic cube-shaped object the pilot filmed over Colombia was an actual UFO? Have you ever seen a UFO appear? Have you ever seen a UFO appear? Near Big Bear Lake, California, residents once reported seeing unusual lights in the night sky over several days. Intrigued, a small group decided to observe the phenomenon more closely and reportedly brought a laser pointer to test whether the lights would respond. In one widely circulated video, the beam appears to reflect off a disc-shaped object hovering in the distance, a scene that quickly drew online attention for its uncanny, almost cinematic quality. Moments later, the object seemed to make a sharp maneuver before vanishing from view, leaving witnesses astonished and viewers debating what they had just seen. While no official explanation was ever confirmed, Skeptics suggested the lights could have been drones, aircraft, or optical reflections, rather than anything out of this world. A webcam monitoring the Popocatépetl volcano near Mexico City captured something unusual in 2017. In the footage, a bright orb of light appears ascending into the night sky. As it moves closer to the camera, the light suddenly flares and then continues rising into the atmosphere. Experts suggested the glow was most likely the landing lights of an aircraft, distorted by distance and camera exposure. However, another video recorded near Popocatépetl, or El Popo, as locals call it, showed multiple glowing orbs appearing around the volcano, and that one has proven more difficult to explain. On the History Channel's series The Proof Is Out There, an astronomer and a visual effects specialist analyzed the footage but couldn't reach a definitive conclusion. The Black Knight satellite remains one of the most enduring legends in UFO lore. According to the story, this mysterious object has been orbiting Earth for around 13,000 years. In 1954, UFO researcher Donald Keyhoe reportedly claimed that the US Air Force had detected 2 artificial satellites orbiting Earth. A puzzling claim, since no such technology existed at the time. Humanity would not launch its first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, until The story gained traction when newspapers such as the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and the San Francisco Examiner published articles referencing unidentified satellites. Interest in the Black Knight resurfaced in 1998, when NASA's STS-88 Space Shuttle Endeavour mission released photographs showing a dark, irregularly shaped object floating in orbit. While NASA explained it as thermal insulation debris that had come loose during the mission, many enthusiasts continue to believe it could be evidence of an ancient extraterrestrial satellite. In May 1950, Evelyn Trent noticed a strange, metallic-looking object hovering near her family's farm in McMinnville, Oregon. She called for her husband, Paul Trent, who quickly retrieved his camera and captured 2 photographs before the object moved away toward the northwest. In one account, Evelyn spotted the object first. In another, the couple saw it together in their backyard. The Trents' photographs were later published in Life magazine and numerous other outlets, sparking one of the most famous debates in UFO history. Physicist Bruce Maccabee, who analyzed the negatives decades later, concluded that the object was real and physical. Skeptics such as Philip J. Klass and Robert Schieffer, however, argued that the images were hoaxed, possibly showing a small model or object suspended by a string. The Condon Committee's 1968 investigation deemed the photos inconclusive. It's November 2014, and a Chilean Navy helicopter is conducting a routine daytime patrol along the coast west of Santiago. The crew is testing a forward-looking infrared camera when something unusual catches the technician's eye. Pointing the camera toward the object, he records 2 large, overlapping heat signatures moving steadily across the sky, appearing to travel together, possibly even connected. In 2010, a woman was out with her family enjoying the day at the El Yeso Reservoir, located high in the Andes Mountains of Chile, southeast of Santiago. While taking photos of the landscape, one image stood out. The picture shows the sun shining through bright white clouds, and above it, within a reddish band of clouds, appears a disc-shaped object partially obscured by the mist. After returning home and reviewing the photos, she noticed the unusual form and submitted the image to the Comité de Estudios de Fenómenos Aéreos Anómalos, the Chilean government's official UAP investigation agency. CEFAI forwarded the case to the National Aviation Reporting Center on Anomalous Phenomena for further analysis. Ted Rowe, NRCAP's executive director, studied the image and concluded that the object qualified as an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Nevada's reputation as a center for classified military research and UFO activity received additional confirmation when a commercial airline passenger captured footage of multiple objects moving in formation across the state's airspace. In the distance, several bright lights appeared, moving in perfect formation. To the passenger, it looked like a fleet of unidentified objects gliding across the sky, their direction seemingly leading toward Nevada. While some online viewers speculated that the lights might be UFOs, aviation experts later suggested more ordinary explanations, such as aircraft flying in formation, reflections on the cabin window, or Starlink satellites passing overhead. Even so, The mysterious sight left the witness and thousands of viewers deeply curious about what might really be moving through our skies. When a restoration project in Florence uncovered rooms believed to have been used by Leonardo da Vinci, it fascinated historians and art experts alike. His surviving notebooks revealed detailed sketches of inventions far ahead of their time, designs resembling helicopters, tanks, and other mechanical innovations. These ideas showed Leonardo's extraordinary imagination and deep understanding of engineering centuries before such technology existed. While some speculative writers have suggested that Leonardo might have been inspired by otherworldly sources, mainstream historians attribute his genius to keen observation, scientific curiosity, and artistic brilliance. The notion that he was in contact with extraterrestrials remains a modern myth promoted by ancient astronaut theories, not by credible historical evidence. In 2009, Japan experienced a moderate earthquake, but some online videos later claimed that unidentified lights had been seen in the sky the night before, reportedly near a restricted military area. The footage showed bright, hovering orbs that appeared to move in formation before fading from view. While the videos drew attention for their unusual timing, experts have pointed out that the lights were likely aircraft, atmospheric phenomena, or reflections, rather than anything extraordinary. The coincidence between the lights and the earthquake led to speculation online about a possible connection, though no scientific evidence supports a link between UFO sightings and seismic activity. What do you think? Have these cases changed your perspective on the possibility of extraterrestrial visitation? Which piece of evidence did you find most compelling? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more investigations into the mysteries that surround us every day. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into unexplained phenomena, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest investigations into the mysteries that continue to puzzle scientists, governments, and researchers worldwide.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.